All right, Carter, you got 2587.
Not for long. I make bad financial decisions.
Skip was a really big indie guy too, man. He was a lover of many books, including anything by Maxwell Prince. A great Ice Cream Man collection and everything by Maxwell Prince, omnibuses and rare editions and all that stuff. Man, rest in peace, both of those guys, man. It's a shame. It's just something that you just think about how all this that we love, all this community, in this community. All the comics and everything, it's just ephemeral, it's just like we are, we're here temporarily, and it makes you appreciate the time you have here.
That's very true, but also I've been thinking about how long we've been here. You've been here longer than I have. I've been here for 3 years. These people that I've known online exclusively, I've known them for a long time online now, Yeah. And I've just been really reminiscing on how affected I've been by Skip and Empire, these people who are not directly involved in my lives, but I'm still super affected because they're part of this community that I love so much. And it's nice to know that they exist even when they're not in my circle, in my vicinity. It's nice that they're out there, and they could be. Skip wasn't here every Wednesday, but might be here, and that was super cool. And I'm realizing how much I really do appreciate this community, how much I need this community, how much it means to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of good people in it.
My fear is that when people are negative or have maybe a bit more negative view on what they have to do to be able to be visible in the community, it may turn other people off to just putting themselves out there. Anybody can make video content. You don't have to be entertaining. You don't have to make thumbnails. And you could just post your books on Insta. You can just take a video camera out. You can just go live and just start grading your books. The thing is, you don't need to do it with an audience of 210 people. Screw that. It's just about participating in the community. That's one of the best parts of comics is you can befriend people who also have a love for this medium, and they can become some of your best friends because that's what the relationship is about. And it doesn't matter what religion they are, what politics how they lean. I have all kinds of friends that outside of comics, I may never would have connected with. And I think there's a lot of people who can share that same sentiments. I don't want to make it seem like if you can't make a video, you can't edit a video, then you shouldn't do it. And ridiculing people for doing that. Just participate, post, talk about comics. This medium will die if we do not post about comic books. That's how that goes. We got to post it. The publishers aren't doing it. The LCS owners are way too busy, and there's less comics coming out every single month. So let's just all help with the marketing of this by talking and participating in the community now that we have social media and we can all connect.
Haters gonna hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and chill. And I've been thinking about my evolution in my time here in comic book YouTube, comic book social media. I was a COVID baby, as Comic Journey would put it. I came in March of 2021. I saw Comic Tom said, if you make a video about my comic haul, my mystery mail call, maybe you'll win something. And so I made a video, and then I went and watched that video, and I was like, wow, this video is terrible. Why would anybody ever watch this? And that began an evolution on my YouTube channel of trying to make a video that didn't suck. I made some okay stuff. I learned a lot how to make videos. I'm probably most proud of my comic book story time. Beckerman asked me that. He said, what's the best thing you've done? And I was like, man, that's a good question. And I think it would definitely be comic book story time. All 5 episodes of that. I'm really proud of every one of those episodes. And I would say that's definitely the best thing that I've done on YouTube. But I was thinking about why I choose to watch what I watch now, and why I stopped making videos like that. And it's because for me, the most exciting thing about this comic book YouTube thing is the people. Like I've said this before, but when I collected when I was a kid, it was a solo thing by myself. Not a single one of my friends were like, hey, that's cool. Let's do this together. Nope. Just me by myself. And so I never got to experience this comic book thing with other people. And the only experience I got was reading my Wizard and seeing people talk about it. But like, there wasn't anybody at school that was interested, you know. My friends would rib at me for it. So I never got to experience what many of you guys got to experience, sharing it with your friends, but I never did. So like, I get excited about sharing this comic book thing with friends. And I think anybody who's gone to a con with me knows that like, I'm pumped about it. I'm super excited to be hanging around with comic book nerds. It's like, it's that thing. I'm a kid again, and I'm getting that thing that I never got as a kid. And I love it. And so I think that's why I gravitate towards live shows like this one, is because that's what it is, getting to hang out with comic book nerds, see what they're talking about, seeing what they're showing off. But I was thinking about what do people like, you know? I've been making the point that like people say they don't like drama, but everybody's clicking the drama, everybody's watching the drama video. But like, what do you like? What are your favorite things to watch? My favorite things to watch: JP's Budget Collecting, 6 months look back, Cash or Trash. I love watching that show because it gives me a perspective on this comic book collecting thing. And it shows you that living in the moment, living in the hotness is not the way to live in this sheepish collector hobby that we have, where people will run and jack up prices like clockwork and prices will drop like clockwork. It's very cyclical if you pay attention. And JP helps you slow down and pay attention to those things. So that's my favorite thing to watch. I love watching cold spec videos, like speculation books that like maybe the MCU could do this or the DC could do this, but here's a story that was really cool, and maybe these books will be cool because this story was cool, and it's, you know, it'll hit the screen or something. So Pressable Defects was always so good at that. I miss their videos that they used to do. So that's some of my favorite stuff to do. I loved live shows, like I said. So Only Slabs is a fun live show. You get to see a lot of different kinds of books, different styles, whammer books and sentimental books, you know, expensive books. And just like, I'm proud to have this in my collection books, which is dope. I enjoy that stuff. I will watch unboxings and stuff if it's the homies, but it's an effort that I make. It's not what I get excited about. I get excited about the live stuff. And I was thinking, why is that about me? You know, and I think that's why. It's because I just didn't get it when I was a kid. But if you were to criticize my channel, I think the criticism that I would take to heart if you did it is at some point I stopped trying. You know, I started just doing one show a week, this live show, and there's not a lot of effort. You know, you just click live and you go and you shoot the shit. And an hour later, it's over. So it's, you know, low effort stuff. I enjoy it and I love it, but it is low effort stuff. And if you look at the history of my channel, you'll see I tried a bunch of different stuff and I figured out a bunch of different stuff, but never quite got that thing that really worked. But I'm thinking about it again. I really am. I've always was thinking about it, but like, I'm really thinking about something specific now and trying to do it and really trying to be like, all right, it may not get a lot of views, but what do you think would be cool, Marcus? What do you think would be fun to build? And I'm really trying to get back to that. But the point of all that was, I'm going to put the link in the chat. We'll see if anybody wants to talk about it. We talk about what we don't want to see, but I want to talk about tonight, what do we want to see? What do we love to see? Shout out channels that you love to see, that they're doing stuff that you want to see more of. And not this virtue signaling shout out. Like, be honest about what are you actually spending your time watching. That's what I want to know. Link is in the chat though. If you want to join, we can talk about that, or we could talk about something else if you guys want to do that. We'll see whatever the chat wants to do here. Let me get to the chat. We got a lot of them coming in. Oh, we got somebody on. Cliff is here.
Go. What?
Cliff.
People don't want to watch me and my bussy busters and friends. Come on.
Whoa. We're hitting that word early, aren't we?
We're not doing our thing. Oh!
We're hitting that word. Oh shit.
Let's go, Drew. Let's
Here
go.
I am. Here I am.
Return.
Let's go.
The legend speaks.
Fan readers unite, whether we're gonna vomit or not.
The legend speaks and he returns.
Bro,
What's
let me
up,
tell you
Drew?
right now, when I was playing Marvel Rivals with Legend after dinner, and he's like, oh, we got to finish up soon so you can be on Marcus's channel. I'm like, what? Like,
Legend is my agent.
He's like, we're all right, a couple more matches, and then you got to get off and get on Marcus going live.
He's my manager, man. He's making
am.
sure I
guess I'm
got
doing
talent.
Yeah,
It
this is
is.
really low effort. You just throw me and Cliff on here. We yell about Iceman for 30 minutes.
Listen,
Hey,
are you caught up? And Marcus, it sounds
I'm
like you haven't
12
read a
issues.
single
I'm
one
12
yet.
issues in, Cliff.
No, I'm not.
And
I've been
the
focusing
art
on the
does not
deviant.
get better.
Listen,
How
man.
many issues in?
12.
You didn't enjoy Iceman and Iceman Go to Dinner with Iceman's parents.
That was so terrible.
You really thought it was terrible? I thought
It's just really poorly written. It's like this comic didn't come out in 1994.
All right, guys.
That is written that way.
You guys could go on for hours. I'm willing to let you go on for hours, but let me get to the chat real quick. We had GT Key we had Darth Lopez in here saying hi to GT Key before GT Key was even in here. That's what is he predicting the future? What up, Darth? Good to see you. What up, GT Key? Appreciate y'all coming in early. We've got as I said, my manager making sure that I've got talent, and I appreciate you. The great legend. Good to see you, my man. I appreciate you coming through. As always, Las Cruces, the homie showing love. Shop for Comics. Check him out on Instagram. The Shopverse. I'm a proud member of the Shopverse. Thank you very much. We got Dave Mark Spector Comics is here. What up, my man? Thanks for coming through. Fatty Boom Batty John Stout, my man. The PNW is represented. Perry Gaming, hashtag cancel Perry. I'm with that. That's my next project. That's my next rant. We're going to cancel Perry, guys. Finally, I'm going to do it. What up, Perry? Good to see you, my man. We got Brian LCS in the house. What up, Brian?
Love you, Brian.
Good to see you, my man. The Doctor #2 is live. If somebody wants to link that, but his second issue of his Kickstarter is live. So check that, guys. Check that out if you're into back in the Kickstarter comics. If you want to see indie comics, you got to support indie comics. We got Higgy Pop Comics. What up, Higgy? Thanks for coming through, my man. Appreciate you. Kansas City's own Kyle is here, continuing with his journos joke. What up, Kyle? Good to see you, my man. Casey is represented tonight. 90 miles from comics, my man Chad is here as well. So the Florida men are both here.
Sing it out.
Sing
it out, Marcus.
The Florida. I don't know if I got it in me tonight. We got the hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. There he is every single time with that. He never misses his cue. Oh, we got another appearance from the man himself, Comic Journey. What up, Comic Journey?
Well,
how you doing?
that was quick. I barely just got in the backstage and you just let me through.
Hey, you don't leave a man like you waiting, all right? And I understand this as well as anybody does.
No gatekeeping over here.
Well,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, if you were in the middle of a rage, I could understand you holding me behind and finishing your thoughts. If there's something I do respect and I appreciate is a good full-blown rage about things.
Yeah. Well, I was in my feelings. I let it loose. It happens. We got Christina Payne in the house. What up, Christina? Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. The best mod in the business. I appreciate you showing love with the links so very much. Oh, we get a special appearance from my brother Beckerman. My man, I'm always trying to get his approval, and rarely do I succeed, but still I try. What up, Becker? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming through. Couching and slouching with C Bizzle. What up? Thanks for coming through. Love your stuff. And I'm making a point to watch more stuff as I try to decide what kind of stuff do I want to start making again. So I'm back in the business. Sickotron is in here. What up, Sickotron? let's talk about some comics. He's always pushing the comic love, and I love him for that. What up, man?
I want you to yell at people.
Swagda is here. Another one of the Kansas City homies. What up, Swagda? Check him out on the Instagram. He's got, if you're looking for comic book content, he's got comic book content. So definitely check him out. Link him up, guys, if you haven't done that. We got Naman in the house as well. What up, Naman? Thanks for
this guy.
Dave Mayers is here. Hoping to see him here at Planet Comic Con, guys. It's the same weekend as March Madness.
Why are you following me, Worm? Why are you following me?
Before we start, let me just get through this. We got Planet Comic Con coming up, and I really want everybody to come see me in Kansas City. We're in the middle of the country. We're super easy to find, and contrary to popular belief, I'm really a nice guy. I'm really cool to hang out with.
That's what I've heard.
And I would love to get drunk with you. So come hang out in Planet Comic Con. We always have a good time. We got Bobby DeLaGhetto, our comic book liaison. He'll make sure that you're ready, that you feel loved, and you feel safe. And time.
So, Drew, we're driving to the middle of the country to go get drunk with Marcus and buy comics.
When is this Planet Comic Con?
It is the same weekend as March Madness in March. I can't remember. I was the week of the 18th or so, I think.
There's only 4 of them. Just tell me which one.
Dude, you're gonna make me freaking look this
It's
up.
in March. I can't do it. I'm going on vacation next week, and then I'm trying to make Heroes Con happen. So
it's the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
That's a long drive, and my truck is a shit box.
You don't love me enough. That's fine. Maybe we'll change that before it's too late.
I love you. Look, do a giveaway on the channel for a flight to Kansas City, and I'm there.
Everywhere I go.
We gave away a flight to Baltimore once on the Comic Corps, and poor Bear Island Comics had to fly Spirit Airlines to Baltimore. What a fucking experience. And me and Legend picked them up at the airport. So, yeah, that's how you do it.
Is there video coverage of this event? That sounds interesting.
I don't remember any of that. There's a lot of stuff on a dead channel if you want to go try to.
We got to document these things so we can go back and just clearly reference them. That would have been dope.
He'll never forget being picked up in the airport by us weirdos.
Sure you won't. Legion of Comics is here. He is here for the weekly rant. Should we make it a weekly rant? I got a lot of problems with you people. I don't have a rant every week, guys. Sorry, I can't fake
Why not?
I can't manufacture it.
Because if he had a rant every week,
I keep extra rants in my pocket just in case I need them. You got
Comic Journey. Well, you know how to push my buttons, so just start and we'll see where it goes.
Listen, I'm not here to push your buttons. I'm not going to beat on you because the Chiefs lost. You made it. You made it to the Super Bowl. You should be proud of that.
Look, I was going to ask if anybody saw the Kendrick Lamar concert that was surrounded by a murder.
Listen, the Bills made it 4 years in a row. You got 3 more to go to catch up to us.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22 to 40.
Oh, bro, that was not straight up. Did not have a good time. Worst Super Bowl ever. It felt like when Brady and the Bucks. It felt just like when Brady and the Bucks kicked they rushed with 4.
I'll say this much: everybody that was an Eagles fan could rag on you. I'll give them that pass. They have the right to rag. No, they have the right to rag. No, not everybody else. Because guess what? Everybody else did not make it. So guess what? You don't get to rag.
What's up?
No ragging. If you didn't make it, if you make it, you can rag. That's how it goes.
Yeah. The nation. It was crazy. The crowd was so decidedly pro Eagles. I was like, damn, dude, this is
no for Kelsey tonight. I'll tell you.
Oh, they were booing Tay. I mean, come on.
He's not getting any Tay.
Look, here I did see a funny meme that might not offend you, Marcus. It says all the kids in Africa right now that are getting the 3-peat merchandise are confused because the Eagles and the 49ers have won the last 2 Super Bowls.
I think it might have been you that said it to me.
Marcus, can you please switch Sicko and the Worm in spots? I'm not comfortable having the Worm this close to me.
Oh, well, then that's where we're going to keep it. You shouldn't have told me your weakness there,
I feel very uncomfortable.
You shouldn't have told me your weakness. You know how it is between us. then that means that's where he stays, right next
I
to you.
am saying nothing. What's wrong?
I need Sicko to be my bouncer.
I'm saying nothing. I mean, I am saying nothing.
So, how's things going, guys? What's up? Well, can we talk about the subject? Can we talk about what do you guys? Everybody talks about what they don't want to see, though. I hate the drama. What do you want to see?
All right, let's talk about the licking.
Oh, go ahead, Comic Journey. Go ahead.
Let's talk about.
We're gonna do this. We're not gonna
talk about the licking.
All right. When you can do it, go ahead, do your thing.
What do you
listen? I give you an A+ on your rant. That was a very good rant, a very well orchestrated rant until you hit the licking. That was like, oh, with the licking.
Like, I get that y'all have never heard the term, but there are many in this country who have heard the term about getting your licks in, and it doesn't mean anything that you guys are trying to make it mean. It's just a term.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a very progressive person. I'm not gonna judge you for licking things left and right. You know, each their own.
Yeah, never heard.
Shout out to the homies in the chat who know what I'm talking about. I don't understand all the shit I'm catching for this. It's funny though. I do think
you gotta admit it's funny.
You're not allowed to say anything. They'll take it and they'll make it their own.
Yeah, it's fun. It's all fun.
I'm sorry I missed it.
I'm happy you're the one that's raging because I'm on a very happy-go-lucky type of mentality these days. I'm like a happy guy. I'm not
sure about that. You didn't seem like CJ. How did Comic Book Church go? If that's true, I was watching. I was paying attention.
You know what? I'll address that later tonight.
Okay.
I made a vow. I apologize to Bleak about airing my laundry on his stream, and I'm not going to do the same to you. I'll air it on my own stream.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will. And dude, there's going to be a lot of air.
CJ, should I be there?
Be nice to Norin Ram, man. Be nice.
Oh, I will be freaking.
Find it in your heart.
I'm Mr. Nice. I'm the nicest guy on earth. You'll see how nice.
Can I ask one thing? Should I be there or should I just go to sleep?
Hold on. Say this again.
I'm asking CJ, should I be there or should I go to sleep?
Go be where?
CJ's
you're there, so your choice.
Well, CJ's doing a stream tonight.
Your choice.
It sounds like he's got a stream going tonight. Yeah, so you guys can figure that out.
I don't want.
Is it going to be worth it? Should everybody stay up for this stream? CJ, are you going to bring the red hot fire?
Lady F say
no, man. Nah, man. I'm just gonna have a happy-go-lucky stream. I'm gonna like draw and hang out.
W stream.
That's okay. It's gonna be great.
What up, Wellbore? Good to see you.
I may bring some guests.
Hello to everyone in the chat.
You have planned guests?
There's always planned guests.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's always a plan.
What time are we going live for this? Will I be able to stay up?
No, probably not.
Later.
I am.
We can go live later.
What's an American? I don't know what that is. An American. What's an American?
He's just saying American, but he's trying to say it. He's trying to say it in a country accent, so that's why he's spelling it like that.
Okay.
I'm proud to be an American. He's trying to say it like
that's
that.
how the gamer freaks write. They write in code.
Yeah, it's Perry Gaming, not Perry Comics, so he has to write.
Oh, so you got to be.
Humor is lasting too long.
Gaming speaks.
So.
All right, hold on. We're gonna try this again. Cliff, I know you can do it for me. Cliff, what do you want to see on Comic Book Geek? What are your favorite things to watch? What do you gravitate to?
Well, as you said earlier, I love me some Only Slaps. Random Reads is doing some trivia now. I think that's fun.
So you like trivia games? Did you ever see Phil's Treehouse trivia?
Yes, I did. Because everyone told me about it after I did Crisis Quest trivia, and I was like, "Oh, I wasn't the first. Let's go back."
Way back.
Is there a lot of
comics to the Jeopardy game that was amazing? That was a long time ago.
Is there a lot of trivia games out there? I know they have Guess That Key on Wednesday nights.
Guess that, and I
It's a fun
enjoy
trivia
Guess That
game.
Key a lot. I also enjoy Guess That Key. I mean, I enjoy having guests on my show. Like, that's my thing. Like, I like seeing it, and I just want to have interesting conversations.
Live show or recorded.
And I prefer live because there's something fun about the spontaneity of it all.
The interactive part of it, right?
Yeah,
it's all about being interactive. You want to be able to communicate with the people. Like, here's a video. You write a chat and nobody listens to you. I like the interactive part of it. It's nice. You don't have to make me big. That was Cliff's spot. It was back on.
Now look, this is my show. Here, we're running it my way.
Okay, so what I like you know what? I like the show content anymore because I don't want a long content. I don't want a long dragged out. People, hey, I don't like you, CJ, and that's it. Video's over, right?
So just a video hating on CJ is what you're looking for?
Yeah, that's it. And it's just over.
Boy, do I have something in store for you.
What did I do?
I've got a 5-second short series coming up where I just hate on CJ for 5 seconds.
Also, I like videos of Dave working out shirtless for about 45 minutes. I could dig that.
Yeah. Dave, what do you gravitate towards? What do you like to watch on comic book YouTube? What's your thing?
I watch a wide variety of videos. I do like the unboxing videos. I do like the hunting videos, people going out to like flea markets, comic shows, like get-togethers, meetups, stuff like that. I do enjoy seeing those because I try to do those myself when I can. And the occasional live stream, people trivia. I do like the trivia, like Cliff was saying. The Guess the Key. I did like the he doesn't do it anymore. When John's Comics with Kids, they used to do like the cover, run around in your comic collection and try to pull a cover. The spontaneous stuff like that. Stuff like that I do enjoy watching. But I watch
That was a fun show.
Yeah, I know. I kind of was pushing John to bring it back. I never got a chance to go on there and do one, but stuff like that. I enjoy all sorts of videos.
Comic gories?
Yeah, comic gories.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
I like watching animals fight, like lions and crocodile.
We're talking about comic book YouTube, though.
Oh, I thought you said just YouTube. I like the way the lion goes to drink the water and then the crocodile comes up and like fights.
I very clearly said comic book YouTube. What do we want to see more of? What kind of videos do we need more of? What I've noticed is channels that go into spec always seem to jump up and do well.
How about we bring back Roscoe? I miss Between the Lines. Nice quality, good programming. And how about channels that nobody talks about, like Comic Explained? I love that freaking channel. Why is it everybody? Why am I the only guy that watches that channel? It's got 2 million people. Nobody ever talks about it. I love it.
Everybody watches it.
A lot of people watch that channel, brother.
How about Thinking Critical? You guys ever watch that guy? He's got opinions.
Yep.
Thinking Critical.
Comic tropes. That kind of
Thinking Critical. Is he about comic books?
Yeah, and he thinks critically.
Well, I'm
He's
a big
really
fan of critical thinking.
I feel like I've heard of this person and not terribly fond of them.
Yeah, I don't watch any of
Not everybody likes everybody, but like
I know
that's a level of content.
You guys like comic tropes?
Comic tropes great.
I've heard of Comic Tropes and Comics Explained. I know the channels, but I don't feel like they're part of the community, so I don't really watch them.
Why not?
They have a level of their own community. There's like a fan. They don't their own audiences.
They don't interact with us. It's kind of tough to relate.
I think
Comic Tropes interact. He came to like the comic book community awards and stuff. I thought that was cool.
He's going on at 1 a.m. tonight with Heroes for Hire.
They're big in the con community. They their community has interacted with this community. I feel like
and I think that
one and the same.
I think you get big enough, you really build your own community, and that's your own community can be a lot of work if you get big enough. So.
Right. They have to foster their own thing. It becomes a business, and then they have to run it that way. But I don't know.
Think about it. Wouldn't anybody else here do the same? Like, if you got your channel up to 2 million subscribers, and not only are you making a living at it, you have a team of people that are making a living off of it too.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of hard to interact and jump onto like this, like what we do. You know what I'm saying?
You're running an empire, man.
I would also say that a lot of those guys, their content is very story based, and a lot of their consumption is very digital and omni and like collected edition kind of consumption. So they're not exactly comic book collectors. They're comic book fans, and they like comic books, and they make comic book content. They're not necessarily comic book collectors. I see like a lot of them get into statues and things like that, but like, and they like cool action figures, and like they'll buy comic books, but they're not like they're not getting slabs and
are we talking about collectors? But are we talking about collectors channels, or are we talking about comic book related channels?
I think I definitely intake more comic book related content than I do comic book collectors. But as far as that goes, I do watch a lot of live shows. I like the shows that are about the people in the community. I like the show that Matt has been doing over on Heroes for Hire Comic Club, where he just like sits down one-on-one and just like talks comic books. Like, that dude is the realest fucking dude. Like, and he does not have any pretension about the things he likes or why he likes them. And I fucking love that. And I love that interaction. I think Cliff's show, where you talk to people one-on-one, all of those shows you do are great. I think that you're a great personality, and you bring people's personalities out. Like, I don't remember his name, but that kid you had on like last week or whatever.
Oh, Cole?
Yeah. Like, that was a good conversation. He had some really unique perspectives in the way he came up into collecting because of his age that I like had never really seen before. And that was kind of a cool thing that I enjoyed watching. I do like those one-on-one conversations.
Catch the one I did tonight with LJ. You'll enjoy it.
I will see it eventually.
You know, I tend to agree about seeing people's personalities. I also like have to see a personality come out. Okay. So I know that a lot of people here know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a lot of channels out there that there is no personality. They have a lot of things to say, but it's not very personable, and it's not very interesting. You know, like everybody here that's on this panel right now, they have something different about them that could attract the audience to it. Maybe we all had attract different audience stars, but there's something that's magnetizing the people in a certain way. Not all channels could say that. So, like, I don't like a lot of the shows like that. Like, you need to be interesting in some way or another. I have to be intrigued by you, and you have to be engaging in one way or another. That's the other thing that's really bad about a lot of these live shows. They are not engaging at all with their audiences. It's so weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have a live chat, and you're not even acknowledging or highlighting or even talking to your chat. Why? What's the purpose of having the live chat? If that's
you gotta engage with the audience. You really gotta engage with them.
You have to give them the whole part of making it interactive is being interactive with them, and it has to be somewhat interesting. And you can't keep saying the same shit over and over again. How many shows have you seen that show the same top 10 freaking comics of the week from Key Collector or whatever the hell they're doing it? You know, if you're going to do that, do it well. There's a handful of channels that do it really, really well.
Make that content.
JP's budget collecting. Hey,
a lot of people do watch that same content over and over.
In the meantime, all I'm thinking is every single Monday night when we do that 10 list, I'm like, here we effing go again. I'm just like, all right, and I'm just there, and I'm just like, in the meantime, you
can make that a short.
In the same
you can
half
make the
hour,
top 10 list a
you
short.
could. In the same half hour, I will sit there and we'll do that, and it's fine because, like, I don't mind doing it, and I will watch that stuff over and over. But then I'll be like, hey, go over to 22 where he will do the top 10 and give you alternatives. So I'm just like, by the way, you just watched us do this 10 minutes ago. Go do some more with.
So we don't need more top 10 content. Is that what I'm hearing here?
Yeah, we don't.
If you're gonna do it well.
Yeah, the only thing that I feel that it adds is like when we do the top 10, you got 5 of us commenting on the books, you know, and like occasionally you'll get something like, you know, one of us is like, oh, I actually read the series, it was really cool. So like it's that's the only little spin. But yes, am I fully aware that we are 1 in 100 people doing this top 10? Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with doing the same
but here's the thing, at least you're having a conversation about it when you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're not just showing us the top 10 and saying, hey, this is what happened. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like I could have read that on Key Collector or Cover Price or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Give something else other than just what the books are, you know? Otherwise, just do a top 10 short.
Yeah,
you're done.
I do agree. I do love when we do the Key Collector, and we'll sit there and be like, why is this a key this week? What are they doing?
Oh, I should get into fights with Key Collector because there's so many times I'm going down up and down that thing. I don't understand the mindset of what a key is today.
That's a popular thing. People picking fights with Key Collector.
Well, you know what? I could justify my argument.
I'm a little ahead of Marcus on the live chat, so you know, looking at the comments because he's like, you know, a few days.
I'm trying to catch up. Yeah.
So I'm responding there to TN Comedy. He wants to see more rare books. Here's a rare book from 1950, Giggle Comics, a little Christmas cover. You know, if you like rare books, I show a lot of rare books on my channel.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me show you a book.
Show me some rare books.
Here, Flintstones. There you go.
There you go. Cool.
You have that? I do.
I do.
There you go. Look at that. You got me to show a comic today. Number 44.
Oh, Joe Palooka.
All new. Oh, and if you want to have a professional career, I have an ad for this right here.
You can make it
Make
happen,
it happen on
the air.
That's right. That's right. Does anybody you want to make it in radio?
Any of you guys have a mustache like that guy?
On the air live.
Look
Does
at the way his
anybody
hair is
here?
feathered.
Does anybody here have any radio experience? By the way,
I do.
No.
Do you? Do you really?
Experience.
Yeah, I used to do radio in college.
I share. I didn't do it in college. I did it on AM stations, but
I did it in
All right,
college, but not radio.
all right, we did radio. See,
No.
we have something in common.
But
We know Rob did a lot of
it
radio. But look, I was like, I got a classic too.
Banger.
Look at that, Joe
Yep.
Palooka.
And by the way, this is the only one of this issue on the CGC census.
Lady Fantastic. You mean that? What's that? Cincinnati KJ? What's that show?
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lady F is bragging about how she was on a radio show, just like the Cincinnati W.
Yeah, but she also says she has a face for radio, which is terrible. You have a face for everything, Lady F.
For everything?
Everything.
It's very broad. I don't know. I'd put
So,
my face.
She has a
TN Comedy. I found it on eBay. I got it for a steal. I couldn't resist. And then when I looked it up, I was like, oh, snap. It's the only one on the census.
That's cool.
Travis is shouting out Comic Pop returns, especially when Sal has Joshua Williamson on or Tom King. That sounds dope. I like both those writers. And that's another question I had is like, why don't creator interviews seem to get that much interest from people? Like, am I wrong about that, Reed? Is that just not true?
It depends on who the creator is, and I think it depends on how much interest you have as a host in the first place. Like, those creator interviews do well for channels at that level. But if you're not at that level yet, a creator interview isn't going to put you there.
I gotta tell you, Mark did incredible with the Ghost Machine panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had a great chat, and it's funny, right? Because like Mark is like certainly a bigger channel than mine, but not like one of those 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 channels. But still, freaking Jeff Johns loved it, and he thought the chat interaction was awesome. I watched Jeff Johns and Yvonne go on an Argentinian channel, and that dude was doing everything he could with his English. I mean, he was really bringing it, and he had a nice time with them. But it was and although the chat was fairly engaged because they were just thrilled to see Jeff Johns and Yvonne Hayes. But other than that, it just was not the same. It wasn't the same, you know. So I
Jeff
do
Johns
feel
has got a lot of dogs in the fire, so I think if he takes his time out to do media at that level, it has to be something that's enjoyable for him. You know,
well,
It was a great
it's
stream, worth
great.
going back and watching. Actually,
the Mark one is excellent, but I watched many of his Ghost Machine tour.
I really like Mark's content.
We got a first appearance here from KC Kyle. KC, what do you want to see more of on comic book YouTube?
What YouTube needs, comic YouTube, is two sort of handsome guys from Kansas City wearing Kansas City gear and talking about like our favorite comic books from our childhood.
I think we need to give
You do not need that.
I think
And
they
you
need to-
absolutely do not need that.
And also,
You have
hold on,
enough.
one second. Also, I think what's kind of like a bummer on live streams is when like people don't take turns.
Well, go ahead, Comic Journey. Your turn, buddy.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn? All right, I guess I'm like, here's a hot take for you people. Did you guys all see the latest drop of the 24/7 comic that came out this today? No, nobody. No, not the ship. No,
what's the 24/7
I'm not,
comic?
dude. I don't come on here to brag about myself. I let other people brag about me. I call it. I'm talking about something else. I'm the 24/7. You know the whole thing that came out from like that whole Evermind and like you guys haven't seen that? There was a huge thing that was happening today, where they dropped a Kickstarter for this new book again. No,
I'm sorry, dude.
Oh my goodness, you are very ill-informed comic book people. You're not real comic community.
Inform me.
Well, inform us, brother.
All right, I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open it. Make me small while I find the screen. I'll open it up and I'll educate you. Damn it.
Okay. While we're doing that, we'll see. We're still the topic that I'm pushing tonight. Of course, I can never control it, but the topic I'm pushing tonight is what do we want to see in comic book YouTube? What gets us excited to watch comic book content on the YouTubes? I'm interested in that answer. And nobody's saying drama, even though drama gets all the clicks, which is interesting. JP is getting some shout outs from He Who Remains, and I could not
drama
agree more.
should happen organically.
JP is a solid, it shouldn't be manufactured. I agree. JP is one of the greats. Definitely check him out if you're not plugged in. T and Comedy wants to see more rare books that are hard to find, and the history of why they are hard to find. So just interesting facts. There's a lot of great. So if you were looking for that content, who would you guys point towards? Comic Collector Geek, maybe?
Yeah.
Would be Bub Comics. Bub's Comics seems like a place you could find that.
Yep.
Anybody else?
What are you gonna find at Bub's?
Tune into the Great Legend anytime he's sharing books.
Yeah.
We're talking about, so Tien says he wants to see rare books and why they're rare. He wants to see people talk about that. And we're talking about channels where you can find that kind of content, people who are talking about. I know Mark Spector is an answer right there, definitely, with some rare books. Why is that book rare, though? What can you tell us about that book?
It's not necessarily like super rare. It's actually, according to the Gerber guide, it's a Gerber 4, which is considered normal scarcity for a book this age. But it's just a cool, it has a lot of cool content on there. It's an underwater cover. You got a little pirate's treasure chest going on there. It's a fun cover for the time.
And it's Joe Palooka.
And Joe Palooka, right? Not a particularly scarce book, but it's a fun book. And it's easily attainable. You can get it for $20 for a golden age book.
Very dope. Very dope. You got something you're showing here as well?
There you go. That's a nice book.
Wow.
Here's a book that people should get. Panic. Best book on earth.
Tell us about this book.
Very, very. This was Mad before Mad was Mad. This was good EC stuff way back in the beginning. And this is the stuff that people should be picking up, and they're not looking at it at all. And Mad Magazine.
Surprising books.
What?
You have some surprising books, but
I have some what? Surprising books?
Surprisingly cool.
And everybody should have an Obama cover. Because.
Since CJ put out a panic book, I'll have to show mine after.
Well, you got panic number 1 over there? Are you going to freaking outdo me? Is that what you're going to do?
Well, yeah, I do got number 1 actually.
Kevin, Entropy in Comics.
What
do you want to see more of when you're watching comic book content on YouTube? What do we need to see? What do you like to see? What do you want to see more of?
More conversations about the actual comic book content itself.
I thought you said something else.
About, what's going on with the comics. So,
like
for instance,
stories.
if issue number 2 comes out of a story, what did you think of it? Were you looking forward to it? Why are you even going to buy it?
We do seem to show our books
just to the books itself, to the storyline, to the art.
Yeah.
So, given that, who would you? Hold on. Given that, Kevin, who would you point to in terms of people who are doing that? The thing that you want to see, Legion of Comics comes to mind. And knows what he reads his book, talks about what's Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers comes to mind. Is anybody else we want to shout out that's doing that kind of content, if that's what you're looking for?
Joe?
When Chris of Chaos was doing that, the beauty about what he was doing is his pace is so not only obscure, but the dynamic and spectrum is so vast that you never knew what you were going to get when you getting a review from him. So
Chaos is definitely on the spectrum.
But it's also relative too. The individual that jumps onto Bleecker Street's Sunday show that always shows all that Golden Age stuff. I can't remember his name, unfortunately, at the moment.
Steppo.
Man, that guy's whipping out stuff left and right, and the knowledge is insane. It's just you can drown it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, shit like that I like, because if that's what you're literally looking for, that's the other thing. And outside of that, it's the invitation to those type of conversations. So it's one thing when someone can just drop information. It's another thing that to individuals that are able to drop that information, invite conversations to it. I also enjoy watching, and that's a unique individual.
All right.
So,
I like it. CJ, you're sharing.
Yeah, so this is the thing I was talking about before. This by 24/7 Comics. No, seriously, am I the only guy that caught wind of this today?
How much are they paying you to push this right now?
I'm not pushing it. Did you hear me say it?
Blade. I see. I don't know. It's 24/7. I just
Your
remember I
elevator
saw the article for Bladesmith.
already has me disinterested. Like, just get to it. What is this?
Well, this is something that was like on a multi channel stream today, promoting it. And this 24/7 thing is something that had a bunch of creators that were included in here.
Was Swaggle
Wait.
streaming it? Was he one of them?
Let me read it. Like, just stop flipping around and let me read the thing. And then
Lauren is a brilliant chef and even more brilliant assassin. But at this pivotal point of his life, he's more concerned with being a decent father to his teenage
Hard
son.
boiled meets Hell's Kitchen.
Why are we?
That looks very unique and funny at the same time.
Well, the point I'm trying to make here is there was a big
Bladesmith.
hubbub about this thing.
The Bladesmith.
And this was the third installment of this like universe of 24/7.
Interesting.
And I'm trying to see if anybody's actually been picking up these books. Like, are they
people apparently?
This is my first introduction.
83 backers and $8,000. People are paying like $8,000 per backer on this thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, they got it back today, like real fast. And I don't recognize any of the artists or any of the art. Maybe I'm not.
All right, I'm catching.
No, but do you recognize any of these guys? Like
You're not stopping it so I can.
It's too quick for me.
I've heard that name.
Okay.
I've heard that name for sure. Kellen Chen. No, I've not heard that.
Isn't that Sith Lordly?
Oh, he was a writer on that Fresh Prince drama that they did the reboot on.
That's the thing. It's something to do with Hollywood. This whole thing, like there's Hollywood people involved in this.
These are people that can't get their shit on TV, I guess now that are making comics, or they're making comics with their stories that they have in their head that they're just trying to make some bucks on the side. Like these guys are trying to get something off the ground.
Quintana, I know. Will Quintana, I know.
So he's a contract colorist.
Big Hollywood push behind this. Swaggle House is somewhat involved in this thing, and like I'm trying to understand, like, is this like a Hollywood push?
This guy Lingy Park works at an agency.
I don't know. I'm finding this whole thing bizarre to me, and it's apparently a very
and they hit their fucking.
It's a very popular thing, but nobody's talking about it. That's why I find it so bizarre, and that's why I'm like, why isn't anybody talking about this thing when it's like blowing up left and right? And like, I'd like to
talk about it.
Yeah, they're killing. It looks like to me, they got plenty.
They hit their back.
Huge.
Yeah, they met their goal though.
I expect to see it at the next con I go to.
Legion, what do you like to watch on comic book YouTube, and what do you want to see more of, and who is doing what you want to see?
How do you feel about the Bladesmith?
More than anything in the world. Which, by the way, I just searched Bladesmith comics on YouTube, and like nothing comes up immediately. It's definitely not anywhere. I'm scrolling way down. But what I would love to see,
I think Swag was streaming at this point.
More than anything in the world, I'd love to see a channel that's invested start doing regular scheduled content on their channel, telling us about Kickstarter projects like Bladesmith. So if I want to check it out, I can.
There is one.
Can we get a real answer?
Yeah, there is. K-pop does it every week.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Like when it comes to comic book YouTube, I enjoy making content. It's fun and all that stuff. But for the most part, I just watch live streams at this point because how busy my day is, and I'm really with you. Like I come for the people. That's why I started doing this to begin with. You know what I mean?
K-pop does those interviews live. Those Kickstarter interviews live.
Live streams to hang out in with the boys with a Z, not just any boys, the boys with a Z.
Boys.
So yeah.
Who would you shout out in terms of live streams that you love hanging out with? Obviously, other than the present company.
That's where I'm at right now. You know, it always wanes and flows. I like popping on here because that's where I see some of the regulars on here. Obviously, Friday morning when I'm on mine, just open invite to whoever can make it. There's always different regulars based on the day and time and stuff. So really, I just check to see what's happening.
That's a cool thing about because yours runs much longer, so you get a different flow because it runs so much longer.
Definitely. And I think Brian LCS made a good point. Like you don't have to make videos to participate in YouTube. You can be in a live chat just talking with people, or you can just pop onto a live chat. You know, you can just jump on panel and hang out and talk to the boys. And that includes Lady Fantastic. She's a Du Bois with a lowercase Z.
She's absolutely a boy.
Yeah, that's my homie. But you know what I mean? Like anyone's welcome to this shit. You don't have, there's like no bar for entry or anything. You don't have to feel obligated to make videos and have like YouTube aspirations and dreams. Just come hang out, talk funny books.
Pick the parts that, and that's the thing is like there's a lot of different things. It's like a grocery store. Go pick the stuff that you like out here. And that's what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to highlight the stuff that people like. Anybody have any other answers?
If we're highlighting Bladesmith, I'd like to highlight the first live YouTube show ever, and that would be the Great Legends show. First live comic book YouTube show. The guy was number one because he was the first. And I just wanted to shout that out because he told me to in the chat. And
can we get a link for the Great Legend?
And if you don't, Jesus is going to get you.
Jesus is going to get you either way, man. You can't stop that. You can't.
I know that everything. Can't stop. All right, I wanted to highlight this comment. He said that he who remains said, I would like to see more about the news of the books CGC, CBCS, slab issues, recent sales, and recent scams to keep us in the know. Kind of like our own little news channel. That would be difficult because you'd have to have the credibility, I think. And in this world, credibility is such a difficult thing
like
to obtain.
The Dateline of the comic book community.
Yeah, but that would be interesting.
Those are kind of like the most common topics to find people trying to do content on, right? Like,
yeah, but you don't see
scandals and slab issues. That's all everyone loves. Like
yeah, that's like the weekly news and comics.
Yeah, Mark and Steve and Swag and everyone else and their cousin they're racing to be the first to make that video or either give their take on it. Like that's the most.
I think I don't think it's a regular thing though, like he's saying.
Well, yeah,
it's like the easiest content to make, but it's all about time to delivery.
Yeah, it's just, you're at the whim of other businesses' misfortunes to make your own content in that case.
I love you, Legend.
Legend is the man. Swagda says, I would like to see new collectors talking with people who have been collecting for a long time and talk about it. An interesting conversation between someone like Beckerman who's doing it for decades and someone newer like me or Swagda who's been doing it for years.
Okay, can we have an open conversation? Like honestly, we're talking about the collecting and all the people that are talking.
I thought that's what we were doing, brother.
I thought we were talking about Bladesmith.
Let me that was an inquiry on my end. But here's the thing. Okay. Has anybody else picked a vibe, like some kind of condescending kind of vibe that comes in from a lot of people in this YouTube community for each other, where they're poo-pooing each other's comics and they it's almost like a dick flex.
Well, I'm condescending, but I try to make it perfectly clear that I think your Marvel comics are shit.
Well, good for you. I have Marvel comics, but I don't like Marvel comics that much. I like my indie stuff, but I'm
with you, man. You know that.
But the point is, do you not pick up that same vibe? And like a lot of times you have these conversations where everybody's trying to flex on each other and they're having a conversation and they're like showing stuff off and they're like, oh yeah, well, I have this and I have this. And I'm like, what are you flexing, dude? What do you like have a conversation about comics. It's not about I got this in a 9.8, I got this in a 2.0, I got this in a 3.0. Like, have a good conversation about what the books are about and the key factors and all that stuff. And so I feel like it always ends up going, who has the bigger grails and who has the biggest key books and stuff like that. Am I the only one picking that up from a lot of different channels? I'm not saying everybody, but I'm seeing that a lot.
I can see where that would be a thing. I'm not somebody who really chases grails at all. I collect what I like. My collection has become an accumulation over the years because I just buy fucking comics. But I got over that shit real quick when one of my best friends in the community, the Great Legend, has every book that I could possibly want. He's got it, and he's got it in a high grade, and he's got it slabbed. And he's also got a raw copy, and he's also got a shit copy. And he's got, and I'll sell things off, but he's got everything that you could want as far as comic books. As far as like somebody who, I'm a fan of the Silver Age of Marvel. I think that's where the best comic books to collect are, in my opinion, the ones that I would want to have as my personal grails. And I'm like, oh man, I'd really love to have a shitty copy of this book for a couple $100. And he's like, oh, I got that. Yeah, here it is in a 9.2. I'm like, what the fuck?
To your point, CJ, doesn't that go back to kind of like what Marcus was kind of touched on last week? Like, with as big as YouTube is, with as many people even doing content on comic books, you're going to find people on here that's their jam. That's what they like to do. That's what they get off on, sharing with their friends and stuff. But there's plenty of channels that don't do that. So
it's really,
if you're that's what it is. If you're not into it, find something else.
I'm trying to talk about who's doing what you want to see and who are they. Let's point to specific people because I think that whatever you want to see, it's out there, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to see it, it's out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I kind of did go somewhere else with a lot of that stuff because it got boring to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of good books. There's a reason why I stopped showing my shit. It felt like it's always like a freaking little weird competition every time you pull out the books. Instead of saying, for me, what impresses me is show me something that's hard to find, something that I've never seen before, something obscure, something that is like really like, holy shit, what the hell is that kind of a comic? That's what I want to see. I don't want to see the same shit over and over again in different
So are
grades.
you going to start like bashing people that backed your project and they start showing it over and over again? Someone already showed this book on another stream. Stop showing the shift.
No, I think that you should show the book as much as you
I
want.
would be so blessed.
And let people hate if they want to hate. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
Suffer
No,
the
but I'm
consequences
just talking about
who you
these
are.
like I'm talking about the content of the channels. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets boring after a while doing the same thing over and over again, you know?
Well, yeah, but not everyone's on YouTube with the same goals, man. Not everyone's trying to make content. They're just trying to do like hangout style shit to show their buddies. The vast majority of people in the comic book community are not making like content as you would traditionally think about it. Yeah, there's a video up, but would you consider it content? Not every video is like to be considered content like that.
Well, it is all content by definition.
Look at
Buddy
that.
Baker.
Travis. I always
there you
keep it.
go.
I have not put this away because every time I see Travis, he reminds me. Because Travis, I ain't gonna say his
You want to
last
see
name.
something different?
I know his last name, but Travis, I ain't gonna give it away, brother.
Don't dox Travis.
Travis is my Buddy Baker. He's the #1 Buddy Baker fan.
Oh yeah.
He is the man. I love him, and he's from Canada, and it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, man. It ain't the God's Leaf, baby. God's Leafs 5 leaves, baby. Ain't no doubt about it. No reason to scream or shout it. We got Buddy Baker's first. Now I got the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I got all of his Strange Adventures appearances. But y'all want to see my favorite series of all time. Number 50. Look at that. You remember that one? Now, this one, that's Wyatt Wingfoot's first appearance. Johnny Goes to College. Drew knows. But the one they're all after, is this one right here. They love this. They like this book right here.
Now, CJ, tell us how you're feeling in this exact moment.
I feel like he's doing this to troll me right now.
Hey, speaking about trolling, there's the troll. Norin Rad. Is this a Norin Rad moment, CJ?
I know, especially why you showed me that book.
I see what you did there.
Wait. Did the great legend just talk about people in the community, have a good story, talk about what's going on inside the books, troll people with how good his books are, and at the same time talk about drama? There's nobody better.
Legend does it all, baby.
He did it all, y'all. Whatever you want.
Now down.
Five figures. Hey, I bought this for 4 figures. Now it's 5 figures. That's how good.
That's what makes a legend, right?
Jesus has done me good. And I got 3 books. I want to see if y'all know what these books have in common real quick. Here's Flash number. Now, Drew, you can't answer. Flash 112.
First elongated man.
That's a key.
First plastic man, first human bomb, and first Phantom Lady.
Phantom Lady, Firebrand assault. But plastic man.
He's showing us all stretchies.
That's a
big Travis, you sneaky guy, Travis.
And out of all of those, that Police Comics is the hardest to find.
Stan the man coming out of the SIG of the
Put that Police
monster.
Comics back up though.
Yeah,
we never see that.
That's a good one. I've seen it for that one. That I like that one. See, show me shit like that, man.
That's a big
Tell
book
you the
right
stories.
Ad for
Man,
kids.
you got it all here. Rob Fat stacks of comics if he's still watching. Sometimes him and the Comic Vet, there are 2 legends of our community that really show the biggest of the best of these blue and all these different labels slabs. Then they like to say, read the label. So here's what the label says. Police Comics #1 from August 1941. You got to have a good voice too, like Rob Fatstacks. From Quality Comics. The origin and first appearance of Plastic Man. First appearance of Phantom Lady. Firebrand and Human Bomb attacking Geonosia with Count Dooku and all the Separatists. Be careful that we are in the Clone Wars. But man, I love that. The Admiral, man, he's a great book.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
So it was 1971. So when did Quality Comics?
That was 1941.
Oh, 41.
1941.
When did they get bought out?
when did they get bought out by
National
DC or
bought 'em
whatever?
out.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I have to look that up.
National
be the
bought
late
them out when
60s.
they became DC, and you don't see Plastic Man again until
Yeah.
the Silver Age and House of Mystery.
Yeah, I do have.
Those are like late 60s, right?
Early.
I don't think I have that book out anymore. I put that book away, but House of Mystery 160. It's also a Dial H
You
issue.
talking about this one in my hand?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's see. That's the one. That's the one.
That's the one.
I've got that one somewhere. Where's my copy though? Let's put Legion on the big screen.
Sorry, whoever's trying to get in, we're
If
full,
you ain't gonna
but
put
if,
him on the big
someone
screen,
drops out, you can jump.
God damn!
Oh,
you got the first appearance. All right, so if you think about 5 characters: Captain America, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. The 5th hero you're talking about is Shazam. Well, back then, of course, the OG Captain
Legend,
Marvel.
how old were you when you won the lottery?
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, hey, God is good. And you know the best thing about this book, 7K.
For people who are watching this right now, could you read that?
Yeah, it's pocket money, right? Pocket money.
Shout out to YouTube's Masked Marvel. We've been friends through the YouTube years forever, over 15 years on YouTube together. He said, Rob, your book's on eBay. And I was like, nah, you lied. And it was on us. Holy shit, for 7K. And I had it, I had saved up. So hell yeah. Now,
What year did you pick that up?
This one, about 10 years ago, maybe even 2012, 20. Yeah, so a long time ago. But all right, so we got the label here. Let me give you, this is a restored grade Wiz Comics #2. And it has #1 in parentheses because #1 was an ash can. It was called, there was 2 of them. One was called Thrill Comics #1. The other one was called Flash Comics #1. Now, of course, it had Captain Thunder on there. Well, he wasn't known as Captain Marvel yet. And the thing was, Flash #1 or Flash Comics had already been bought up by DC. They already had the naming rights for that one. And Thrill Comics, I don't know why they didn't go with that one, but they settled for Wiz Comics. And they used to have this old, I can't remember the whole story, but Bill Parker used to be in the war. And I think he used to have worked on a radio, kind of like, I don't know if MASH was a radio show, but like the Good Morning Vietnam guy or Matthew Modine in Full Metal Jacket, kind of like for press or whatever. And he would have something called Wiz. His newspaper was Wiz something or other, but that was Bill Parker. But anyway, his publication was Wiz Comics. Here it is again, of course, classic. You got to throw cars gangway for Captain Marvel. But this is a restored book here. Let me read you the restoration on this premium publication from Fawcett's February of 1940. Man, because this book has all the glory. Even though 40 and glory don't rhyme, you can make the 2 words sound in time. So that's how it works. Drew knows what I'm talking about. 5 seconds in the future, right, Drew? 5, 4, 3, 2. But anyway, origin and first appearance of Captain. Well, no, I got to read you the bullshit first. Okay, so restoration includes color touch, pieces added, spine split sealed, cleaned, reinforced, and all 3 edges trimmed. You got to know they're trimmed. I mean, look at that trim. That trim job's too good to be true, right? But no, man, it's just freaking awesome. Origin and first appearance of Captain Marvel, the first appearance of Savannah, who would be Dr. Savannah, Golden Arrow, Dan Dare, Lance O'Casey, which is a classic guy that was a captain of a ship, and he had a naval style comics. Spy Smasher, which is another classic Fawcett guy.
Yeah.
And Ibis. Ibis was this genie. Well, I call him a genie, but basically he's got the powers of like a mummy. He can make himself young with this Egyptian magic. But anyway, when you got the first appearance, you might as well get the second appearance as well.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I'm pushing it back. Don't you worry. Yeah,
Drew always said it was Drew or somebody because I have so many, I don't know. I have more Captain Marvel adventures and not too many Wiz comics. I do have a Captain Marvel Jr. and a Talkie Tawny and every single, Black Adam, Mary Marvel. I have all the Fawcett's, man. Anything you can think of, except I only have the second appearance of Marvel the Bunny, Hoppy Shazam the Marvel Bunny, or Hoppy the Marvel Bunny. But it's his first cover appearance of him with the costume on, and it's a Christmas cover too.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
Where's that
Legend? I'm asking people tonight, what do they want to see more of What do they like to watch on comic book YouTube?
Yeah,
and
the
who
funny
is
animals.
doing the things
Yep.
they want to see?
They love Golden Age. Drew knows what that old. I used to be on a show called Golden Eyes with Jeff G, Golden Age Guru, with phenomenal knowledge. So yeah, but me personally, I'm more into not necessarily the books anymore, because you've seen a couple of the grails right there. Like I pretty much have everything I'll ever need as far as like collectibles and comics. The only thing I'm looking for now is to lead others to Jesus Christ and to share my comic book love and my comic book story with the rest of you here on the panel and the rest of people on YouTube, whether that be through my Instagram channel, which now has over 200. Well, it has 200 posts, but we're building the channel over there, or on the YouTube channel, or even twitch.tv / Great Legend Show, because the legend plays WWE 2K24 and is 19th in the world in ranked matches
in the
of
world.
WWE. Top 20, man,
20
broke
in
the
the
mold right there. While Perry and all the other guys are getting platinum in Marvel Rivals, I'm just shattering dreams and making memes all around the town and all around the scene. You're going to see the LEG to the E&D, because that's right. It is the end for all the villains and all the heels, because the Great Legend's going to make their ass into Happy Meals. No doubt about it. The beanie's back. It's time to put on the shades, and it's time to get the bitches laid in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Well,
now you can fade it. You could fade me to black, because I got to get it back to the bathroom. But I love each and every one of you on the panel. And man, this is one of the best channels. Look at that sexy voice, man. This guy, I'm going to leave it to Bleak. He sounds just like Bob Dylan. And goddamn, I love this man. Amen.
Thanks,
brother. Thank you, Legend. Thanks for coming through, brother.
The reason they call him a legend.
Bleak.
Yeah, man.
What do you like on comic book YouTube? What do you enjoy watching? Who's doing it? And what do you want to see more of?
What do I like on comic book YouTube? I guess the most stuff that I watch on comic book YouTube is probably history of the Marvel Universe and comic story and stuff like that. That's mostly what I watch. And then of course I support people that I think are good people. I support my friends or people in the community. I watch their stuff. I like Hangout streams mostly, is pretty much what I watch. I like the interaction in the chat. I think is important. I think it brings some validation to people that don't really have anywhere to go. What else do I like? I know mostly about the books. I'm not really a huge spec guy. I think it's sort of ridiculous. I do like learning about like older books and the history of comic books. I think that's pretty cool. So I probably I like watching Steppo and Alan. They're pretty good.
Comic Collector Geek, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like they're pretty good for when it comes to stuff like that.
Bleaker, have you ever watched Comic Tropes?
No, I have. Yes, I have watched him, but I'm not. It's not my. I don't know. He's just not my guy. He's awesome. He does great, but he's just not my guy. That's all.
Very cool. Any other stuff you like? And who's what are your favorite live streams?
I probably Insomniac's probably my favorite live stream, and then FOC and Chill. I like the FOC and Chill quite a bit. I'm here a lot. Actually, I haven't been here in a few weeks. I don't know why. I think I just keep missing it. But regardless, I like this show.
It's just cool that you might be here.
I like this show. I like Legion's show on Friday morning, even though I can't really make it too often. There's some good live stuff. I really just came on here to give CJ shit for fucking up church on Sunday. He apologized.
Should we talk about
backstage. But I just want to give him shit on a live, in front of everybody. Be like, what the fuck, CJ?
Beckman was giving him the business in the chat. I thought it was funny.
That's all right. I'm just bugging.
Listen, there's a time and a place. I chose the wrong place.
That's fair. I don't need you to apologize again. CJ did apologize backstage. It's fine. I'm just busting his hump.
TM, are you there? Travis?
Yeah, I'm here.
I promise
what
you.
do you love to watch on comic book YouTube? Who's doing what you love to watch, and what do you want to see more of?
Oh, I like watching John's comics with kids too. He's really good.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, where are the kids though?
I know. Where's
They
the
grow
why
up
we
and they
gotta
don't
keep
want to have
watching?
anything to do with dad's nerdy ass.
I said it earlier.
Channel for clicks.
I like the conversations that Sal has with like Joshua Williamson and Tom King on his channel and that, but like kind of like Bleeker and stuff. I like to learn stuff. I like to learn stuff that I don't know about the history of comic creators and artists and that, and then just the era of comics and that. Like, and I feel like I get that from Comic Pop Returns the most because they just deep dive into some stuff, but I don't know any other channel that does kind of like history stuff that like Comic Tropes does.
I do education.
You gotta give it up to S. Vaughn as well these days. He's doing a lot of history of the 70s. A lot
Yeah,
of
you can
70s.
learn about comics and get one off at the same time.
Exactly.
That's S Vaughn 82. Yeah, if that's what you're looking for, that's another spot. Any others?
Those,
you want to
those
mention?
videos do very, very well. So the people are interested.
Sex sells. What can you say, right?
You just said it.
Rude in the house. What up, my man?
Oh,
We are
yeah.
talking about comic book YouTube. Everybody's always talking about what they don't want to see, but tonight we're trying to talk about what we do want to see. What are your favorite things to watch in comic book YouTube? Who are doing your favorite things to watch, and what do you want to see more of?
All right. Well, that's easy for me. My favorite thing to watch is what people get, and not necessarily a new comic book. They just what people love. I find it amusing when I hear any of you guys genuine love for something, for a character, for an artist. For I think that's my favorite. I think that's the number one thing that brought me here. The hangouts, bro. Like the live hangouts. I haven't been in a live hangout quite a while, other than Pulse. I'm Pulse every Tuesday, but I've been on CJ. CJ, bro. I miss you, dog. Don't forget about me, bro. I'll never forget about you, dog. And then Bleeker, bro. Bleeker, dog. Come on, dog.
Where you been, Rude? Where you been?
I've been dealing with life, bro. Life has been
That's fair.
hitting me
And
hard.
and God forgives you, and so do I.
And I had so much plans of things that I want to do with you guys, and I've been missing out a lot. I've been missing on the launch, what's the word? You guys launched the book, CJ. I mean, I remember hearing you guys talk about it, and I'm glad you guys are
It's
doing
still around.
it. And
Rude, it's been a while, man. Like it's been a while since I saw you. Like we've been on. It's been like what 20 minutes since we've been on stream together.
yeah, right. And I mean, dude, it's I know where Cliff was. I missed him earlier, but I know where he was. I know where he is now. But
Did I tell you?
anyway, bro.
I told the group chat I had a stream tonight on my own.
Yeah, but I was like, what stream's more important? And I realized pretty well. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Always gonna tune into drama so I can feel superior over all of you, so I can be like, look at these idiots doing stupid shit. I know way more than they do, and I'll keep watching just so I feel superior. Thanks for the drama.
Hey, and those people are welcome too. You are playing a stereotype that is definitely out there for sure. So you're definitely going to shout out to Paul in the 619. We got him to 700 subs last week, but then he fell back a little bit. So guys, Paul in the 619, check out Rude on Tuesday nights. They have a great show over there. It's a good time, and definitely plug in. Any other live streams or any other videos that people are doing that you want to shout out?
I mean, shit, bro. I haven't seen it's Lorenzo's fucking new comic book. That's one of my most favorite new comic book days. It's not my number one.
Time.
I think that's my number. That was always my number one. I've seen him since he was one of the first guys that I came across, bro. So, like other than that, I mean, Bleeker's always throwing some fucking music on there. Everyone's here, bro. Everyone's here,
That's what's up.
There's no favorite, bro. You guys are all everywhere. It's just pick and choose, bro. What are you craving today, bro? We're all,
I'm just trying. I want to talk about like what's really getting the watch hours. We all virtue, not all of us, but a lot of people virtue signal about this is what I want. But what's really getting your watch balls, your watch hours?
Comic explained.
I think I have to shout out the Immortal Biggie Shack and his comic book
Definitely.
club show
Definitely.
because
Yeah.
it's just such a diverse panel with Alan and Matt and D-Runk, and the way that they each go through the book with the story and the art, and they kind of judge the cover.
Oh, they're
kind of give it an overall
yeah.
thing, man, and the fact that it's such a diverse group, and they come up with wildly different opinions on the book. I really enjoy that, and I enjoy that.
You wait for tomorrow's book. It's wild.
You know, I gotta second that. Like Biggie comes out with some wild content. Like you know, it's not your conventional type of channel, but he for one reason or another, whatever he's talking about, it keeps you engaged. He's got a way to magnetize you there.
Yeah, dude, I agree with that 1,000%. He's very much a character in this community that
The
most
gentleman
of us
knows how to turn a
recognize.
phrase. Sometimes Biggie just says something, and I'm just like, nobody would ever say those words that way in that combination, except for the Immortal Biggie Shack, and I fucking love that dude.
Yeah,
Dude, he gave me my line of the year, man. You foul mouth creature. That's a line I'm going to be using for a long, long time.
The man has a way with words. One of the greats.
It's the favorite insult of the year for me. You foul mouth creature.
And that's another man that's not afraid to have a little drama if that's what's
Dude,
necessary.
he's a real life YouTube wrestler, for Christ's sake.
I like that.
He's a real life lot of things, man. He's a real life lot of things.
Yeah, I love me some Biggie, bro.
Drop these videos. He used to drop these videos. Sometimes it would be random ass shit that he's saying, and then at the end of the video, he'd always say "enjoy," and then he shut off. It was like the best like sign off you could ever have.
He doesn't just carry that belt
enjoy.
around on YouTube. He carries that to fucking conventions and shit. It's Biggie Shack, man.
Bro,
he's a wild dude.
Back in the day, we would be on these live streams, like used to be old Google Hangouts days. It was like Blaster, Stash, like pre-Comic Core, like Hangouts, and Biggie was like banned from YouTube, and he was using Melody's name, and like the weirdest fucking chats were coming out of this name Melody something with like a string of numbers. We were like, what the fuck's going on? It was like for 2 weeks before we realized it was Biggie Shack.
It's a classic story in the history of comic book YouTube.
It's like, who the fuck is this making all these comments? It's like, oh, it's Biggie Shack. Like, I did not see that shit coming.
Chat, I'm looking for more comments. Again, the question is, what do you love to watch? What is getting your watch hours when it comes to comic book YouTube? What are you looking for more of? We're not talking about what we don't want to see. We're talking about what do we want to see? Who do you want to shout out that's doing what you want to see?
It
You wanna
really
see more
has a
boobs,
lot
bro.
to do with chat engagement for me. If somebody acknowledges my conversation or my comment, I'm probably more likely to watch their channel. Just the way it is.
The interaction
That's
for sure.
huge. That's huge, bro. That's huge. You know, you probably have people that leave if they make a comment and you don't answer it, bro. So, goes to say, more boobs though, for sure.
Or boobs.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean, always more boobs.
There's places for that. We got what Spawn82 with the boob. Who else has got the boobs? Lisa Noble on Instagram's got the
Lisa Noble's got boobs.
Oh yeah, she does, bro.
Her
I can't remember how many times I opened my Instagram and I was like, "Whoops!" Like in
They
a
all
public
have- they
place,
all
I was
have
like,
boobs.
"Whoops!"
They all have boobs.
What's another place to get that kind of
Baldwin.
content? Who's got the boobs? Who's got the great explicit? I mean, Biggie's had some in the past. I know. I don't know.
I can name some, but I don't want to get in
Real
trouble.
talent is important too.
Doesn't
Like,
your best friend though do a smut show?
if somebody's doing something really talented, artistic, I'll probably watch that. I liked watching Drax, Blood In, Ink Out, or something like that. I think that's what it was called.
Actual Dracula on the old YouTubes.
Yeah.
It's funny. You know, it's funny,
And he
bro.
was funny too. His content, his actual content before the art stuff was really funny. He's
Oh,
got
he's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, he's got a
You
good
know,
sense of humor, that guy.
Marcus, it's funny how you like people don't want to talk about what they don't want to see, and people don't want to see drama. But let's be honest, what is the most watched? What is the most watched thing though?
Yeah. Anytime I
Anyone
have
say
drama.
Sticky Goose? Bring back Sticky Goose, man.
Well, you know, I don't know.
He's
There's a
finally
certain
gone?
kind of
I
drama
still don't know
that's
who the
not
fuck that
as
guy is.
fun. There's a certain kind of drama that's not as fun.
I'm
But
fucking
like,
leading the charge. Bring
it's
back
like
the goose. Bring back the
it's like
goose.
it's like what CJ said. You know, when it's natural, you know, I'll watch it and see what's going on and talk about it. I mean, I'm not above it. Never
Well, you
pretended
like
to
you
be.
like
Dude,
drama.
you
You like
dude,
drama,
you
Marcus. You're a fucking
you
fan.
targeted, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you love that shit.
What do you mean target? Only if it's interesting, you know.
I don't even.
Dude,
I
you
didn't
hold
think.
me out like a laser,
So,
man.
like when there's drama going on, you want to hear someone like CJ, someone like Mark, someone like Bleeker talk about it, you know, because it's not like you guys are stirring up the drama. It's more of a more
I don't do
outside
drama,
the
dude.
box, more over it, you know. Mark too. Mark's great at like, you know, pointing it out. It's like it's almost like pointing it out to the community and
Well, who else do you
having
got? Brian
control.
Dude, I don't do
McClave.
drama. Drama does me.
I'm with CJ.
Oh
on
wow.
that.
You know who does really good
I'll
comic
dip
book
my toes
content?
in if I'm hanging
Cliff.
out here. But that's really the
Cliff
extent.
does great actual comic book content, books of the week, and talks about covers. He does a great show Saturday
Cliff's
morning.
the only channel out there busting bussies.
He's busting.
No, get
I
him.
don't know if he's the
Oh
only
Lord.
one.
He's the only one doing it in the open.
He's certainly the best.
Entropy
Pussy
teaching
Buster.
about every artist that signs books. You got
Look,
Kevin
you know,
over-
I needed to come out with something that was
What up,
gonna
Clutch Entropy?
resonate, and whether you like it or not, it resonates.
It's not only
Can we-
resonating, it's busting.
So someone was telling me, I think it was Darth, was telling me that Sticky, because I can't see this, guys. Sticky Goose blocked me on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So I can't see.
Aw.
Apparently, he was selling his collection and then he deleted it or something. Can anybody tell me about this?
I don't know. I can look, I guess.
Nobody?
But I gotta get out. I'm on my phone.
No, he deleted it
Comic book
apparently.
drama community version of like dropping a thirst trap and then deleting it.
I don't know. Apparently, he was trying to really sell his collection and his setup.
Maybe
Maybe
he
damn, is he
deleted-
really
he deleted
done? He's
all
not
that?
coming back. Are you
Well,
serious?
come on.
His
He's
wife told him he had to quit because he was a loser.
That's
Man,
Stop
Like,
making your
gamer-
YouTube videos and come
gamer
upstairs
though.
and watch me suck off this bowl.
I think
Man, that is some cook shit if I ever heard it.
I think his exit video where he talked about how the reason why he was leaving is because of all the negativity is just like
that he brought upon himself.
He
It's like,
acknowledged-
really?
he
I don't
acknowledged
know.
that
I
in
don't
the
watch this
video.
guy's content, but every time
But it's
I see
still-
Cliff,
even
he's getting
still,
cucked
really?
real hard. He's getting
Yeah, I don't
cucked
It's like
understand.
it's like okay, let's say I go on
Leaving because of
YouTube and I say
negativity makes no sense to me. That's his whole.
He literally said, "I caused this. I didn't he didn't expect it to be like this. He acknowledged his actions caused it, and he didn't like the way it's going, so he's bailing.
I don't think it's
You know
wrong.
what? That's fair. I could.
Yeah,
deal with
it's
that kind
super
of heat.
fair.
I could.
Yeah,
deal
but
with
I
that
don't
kind
think
of
it's wrong.
heat.
I think he's trolling
Guys,
everybody.
it's
Yeah,
still
see, I
funny.
want him to come back. I don't even care if he does or doesn't, but I hate that he's not having fun in the community. He could have if he chose to.
yeah, that
Probably
part
would have
sucks.
gone
He's
back.
probably gonna miss it. He's definitely gonna
But
miss
could
it.
you really? Okay, think about being a really. I know he's not famous, but think about being a really famous YouTuber. You know the fucking hate those people get. They get like 70% of their chat is hate.
And they don't care.
Yeah,
'cause
dude.
they-
Comic
they
Tom,
know
the
that.
hate that Comic Tom gets is incredible. It's crazy. I'm like,
Like it's
wow,
just got to
dude.
be so overwhelming if you can't. If I don't have a thick enough skin to have 1 million followers and have half of them fucking just hate me and just follow me, just follow me. I don't think I do. I really don't.
Dude, I got a
wild.
fraction of
At
those
that
people
point, though, at
freaking
that point-
subs, and I get that kind of hate, man. It's part of
Yeah,
the
but
game, man.
at that
Yeah,
point
but
when
you-
you're
I
having a
don't- I
million,
don't
when
bring
you're having
that
a
hate on
million, that
myself,
hate
see?
turns into coins, bro. Like hate and love when you're at a million, that just turns into numbers and coins.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
just
even
engagement.
fuck what
They
they
don't give a
say,
fuck.
bro.
I get it. I get all
That's
that.
how
but
I feel.
I just say I don't think I have a thick enough skin to fucking be like, I don't know, just be like not care about it. I just don't think I do.
No, I don't give a crap, man. You
I
can think
care about
whatever.
what people think of me. I don't know. Fuck is that weird? Do you guys not?
I
get
care
it?
what some
Everyone
people
loves you,
think.
Bleaker.
Bleaker,
I worry
I-
about my friends, my loved ones, my family, what they think. Other than that, I don't give a crap. Well, like a bunch of weird strangers that I
Wait,
never
He's
heard of
not
before.
on cue.
That's what we are to you, bro. We're not your loved ones. We're strangers.
No, we're family here, man. This is like this is a safe place right here.
Hey, Bleaker, don't worry.
I miss your fucking hands, dog.
Don't worry, Bleaker. I hate watch you every Sunday.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. You're all right.
I just spy watch you every Sunday, bro. I haven't. I'm always
I know
watching.
you haven't,
bro.
Rude. I know you haven't. I know. I'm aware. I'm fucking aware.
Which I came up with a great idea, but I'll tell you that one later.
All right.
Dude, come out with your own comic. See how much hate you get.
I know. I'm
You get
literally
just as much hate as you get love. Trust me.
Are you getting chat? He's drawing a cover. We got Drax.
Trust
in the
me.
chat. He's actually drawing the book. So I got fucking people in the chat. I hope we don't get any hate.
What are the things you're getting hated for?
Comic, bro.
Yeah,
No,
what are the things you're getting hated for?
Well, once more, I made a vow. I'm going to keep the drama to my own personal space.
Well, I gave him shit about his dick skin variant.
This is FOC and chill. You can have drama here, brother.
Yeah,
this is a
safe space.
Yeah, this is not a sanctuary like church is.
I was pissed because it was not going to be published in Canada, but that's my personal problem.
I was pissed I wasn't invited to Bleaker's little project.
Oh man!
Despite not having any talent, I wanted an invite.
Yeah, how dare he ignore or maybe not ignore the fact that I have no talent.
No talent, none.
Rough.
Thank you. I thought so.
Journey. So what are you getting hate for?
Oh, I'm not. I told you, I'm freaking peaceful journey on everybody else's channel. I'm not bringing in any kind of drama, any kind of accusations, any kind of targeting towards people. I'll save that for another platform.
Okay. So we can confirm
so we can promote it.
Yeah. We can confirm you are going live tonight, correct?
Oh yes, I am, my friend.
Are we going to hear more about Bladesmith?
Absolutely, all night.
Can't fucking wait.
Whole stream.
That's fucking true.
I still don't
We're
understand
live every Tuesday night, Asia. Every Tuesday. Yeah.
I still don't understand that project, and you guys did not help me in any way about it.
Well, yeah, I do recall looking at that project for a second. I don't remember what sent me there. It must have been Swagglehos though, because I did check out his stream.
I'm just trying to understand what the whole what's the end game for that? Is it a Hollywood play? What the hell is going on with that?
It apparently has nice backing. I mean, they got
I'm
a
not
nice.
sure, but I want to go figure it out. I'll see you guys later. I gotta get to the bottom of the
Get to the bottom of the Bladesmith.
I'll try to report back next week. Y'all guys have a good night.
Don't lose any sleep on it, Mark.
Check out Legion of Comics on the YouTube live streams every Tuesday, Friday morning, and Sunday night. Check out my man. I'll try and get the link here in the chat. Anything else going on? Anything else to talk about?
Yes,
Any other
John.
channels?
A peaceful journey. That's I'm renaming my channel. The peaceful journey.
The peaceful journey.
That's right.
A lot of people.
There's going to be like a 20-minute meditation at the beginning of the show.
Is there going to be anybody left?
It's going to be peaceful. And
What up, Chef?
I don't know.
We got Bobito in the house. We're both mourning. Old Wolf, you're in your chat, I think, not my chat, or in someone else's chat.
People tell me my feelings. I say my feelings, then I get freaking yelled at by everybody. Why did you say that? That's nice. And then I apologize to people, and then say more. I'm like, do I say things or not say things on people? I don't know what to do. So
I've been gone for a long time, bro. This makes no sense. What's coming out of your mouth right now, CJ, does not make any sense to me right now, dog.
He's being very vague. It's like vague book, right? It's like, what are you even talking about?
Got some drama with somebody.
All I know is this:
he's gonna talk about, but he's not gonna talk about it here.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Talk about it now.
I go on. People expect me to say what's on my mind. I say what's on my mind. I say what's on my mind. Then people get all in a huffy fuff about me saying what's on my mind.
You got to be willing to suffer the consequences of being who you are.
A huffy fuff. That's my new word. I'm bringing that
more of a Gryffindor than a Hufflepuff.
That's right.
I've been watching. Look,
shizzle.
I really hate to interrupt, but I've been watching those Fantastic Beast sequel movies because I watched all them Harry Potters, and I was like, you know what? I need some more wizards
Yeah,
in my
buddy.
life.
Yeah,
I don't feel like playing that game again, even though it's awesome. So I'm going to watch these Fantastic Beasts movies. Finally, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to give them their due. And let me tell you this much. They're absolute trash.
Yeah.
There's nothing redeeming about them at all. It's just like, what if fucking Harry Potter had a dude playing Pokemon? And it's like, well, what would he do? Let's throw fucking Dumbledore in there, and he's got a gay lover, and he's a fucking bad guy. But he's not as bad as the other guy that fucking children just beat. So it's like there's no fucking stakes in this thing. And then it's like Johnny Depp looks fucking cool as shit in the second movie, and then the fucking guy from Hannibal shows up in the third one. And he's not wearing any fucking makeup at all. He doesn't look like a fucking weirdo. He's just a dude. And they're like, oh, this dude's fucking, he's just like a political guy.
And it's
just
too
a
bad
movie
because I
makes
really
no fucking sense.
I really like the guy from Hannibal, but I really hated the fact that he had to take over because of stupid
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen's in it. And then like fucking Ezra Miller's in it, and he's not a fucking weirdo. And it's like, wow, this guy can actually be in a movie and not be a total fucking wackadoo. Like, why didn't he do that in Flash? And the answer is, I don't fucking know. I think I'm worse for the entire experience of watching these three films. Not only that, I fell asleep during the third one, Secrets of Dumbledore. So I woke up this morning, and while I was waiting for my car to come out of the shop, some little fucking maintenance shit, I fucking sat down. I was like, I'm going to finish that Secrets of Dumbledore. Why did I do that?
You really should have stopped after the first one.
So-
I don't know why you kept going.
You know,
Drew, what's your excitement for
Colin Farrell was so good in the role. They never.
I just want to say, was it RR6?
Real rude.
Real rude. I feel the
Yeah.
same way you do about this whole conversation. Let's go back to him. He's like this. Like,
Hey, coming in taking shots. Okay.
Damn, I watched this.
No, I got a question for Drew. I got a question for Drew. Drew, what's your excitement for the Harry Potter series?
There's a Harry Potter series?
It's not going to be good, bro.
Oh, Drew.
You can't say that. We don't even know what the cast is yet.
Okay, sorry. I mean, TM, can you just mute your whatever? It's not going to be good, dude.
I've never seen a Harry Potter movie in my life.
Are you
Harry
serious?
Potter's fucking dope, man.
Dope.
Harry
It's
Potter's
dope.
fucking dope.
It's better, okay, but I gotta say, it's better if you read it than see it.
Oh yeah, but most things are. I mean, but it's a really fucking great set of films. They expanded the last one into 2 for money making reasons, and it actually makes 2 really great movies out of one book. That fucking series does great characters. Everybody's fucking unique. Great actors taking big wild swings in a fantasy world where all the world building is fucking phenomenal. The children are actually good actors who grow into being great actors. There's great pathos throughout the entire thing. There's one singular story being told over the course of 8 fucking movies, 7 books, and it's just phenomenal enough that they greenlit these other trash movies.
Oh my god!
Kept fucking going to them. Like it turned into a Fast and the Furious franchise, just like the fucking wizards and wands and shit. And
Well,
it's like
I don't think she's involved in Harry Potter anymore. Like I think she's been canceled.
Go JK.
Yeah,
she's a TERF, which is the most reasonable stance to have in the entire fucking world. But like, we're not allowed to be reasonable people anymore.
I know it's fucked up, man.
It's
fucked
very
up.
strange. But like, she made a fantastic world. They have been very good about the majority of the things that have come from that property. If you go to Universal Studios and you do that Harry Potter shit, it is not corny. It is like on point. It's like, there's not a bunch of ad slapped all over it. You go and you feel like you're in the spot. You drink the fucking butter beer. You buy the $65 bag.
It is kind of corny if you're not one of these wizard fuckers. You know, it is kind of corny if you're not one of these wizard fucker kind of guys. You know, like
who's a wizard fucker? Yeah, I don't
know.
know.
I'm
I just enjoy
You
the
put
world
your
that they
one.
built. It's like it's.
Did
it's
you just call him a wizard fucker?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, nothing gets me a wizard fucker, but I'm not judging.
I'm not out here telling wizards I'm not DTF. I'm just saying right now, it's a respect for a well-built, well-crafted universe.
I heard
that
Drew.
can exist
I heard
outside
Drew
of
was
its
a
own
wizard
property.
fucker.
Look,
Ernie, stop!
just because you
Stop
heard it on the
shaming
internet
the
doesn't
wizard
mean it's
fucker.
not true.
Tony.
Yes,
Hey.
dear.
The theme of tonight that I've been pushing is
Yes.
what
What
do
kind of
you
wizards
love
do
to
you
watch
play?
on what do you love to watch on comic book YouTube? What gets the most watch hours when it comes to comic book content? And who is doing those things you love to see, as well as what do you want to see more of?
Okay, so I mean, as a person who I'm not I'm in the niche of a comic book person, but nothing I do is really comic book knowledge. I like the idea of people being real on the subject of comics. I get tired. I mean, I enjoy them, but I get tired of the same old spiel of the top 10, the top this, the top whatever. It's done over and over and over again. I'm not knocking anybody, but it's done. I just like how, people get together and we talk, and we talk about how we really feel about the books, and it might go off to something else, but because we're real people talking about what we enjoy, that's what I like.
So you like genuine human interaction?
Yes,
I agree, bro. I
that's
think
what I
that's
like.
the gold right there.
A lot of the shows are just like, and that gets it's enjoyable, it's informative, it's great. But there you go.
It's not really that informative though, because I could just read it all on Cover Price.
Exactly.
Or
When we talk about shit about the books, that's when we enjoy it, and because we enjoy the books, right?
And that's I would say that if you went through the community, you'd find a proper top 10 list versus what you're reading on these sites that produce this stuff.
Okay. I mean, I just like when we talk. When we talk about the books, real life, talking shit about them. Not being like so sterile. This is this. This is this. This is this. This is this. I just like when we just talk about them, right?
Yeah.
What we like, we don't like. It's like, hey, you like that book? I don't like that book. Screw you. Back at you. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I like. So I mean. That's what I got into.
That was good.
Because we're just like normal people.
I will say, Lady Fantastic. I did have a little series called Comic Book Story Time, and as I said before in the beginning, it's my favorite thing that I've done. And the gist of it was people coming on talking about stories that impacted them this way, and I assisted you in trying to visually tell the story while you verbally told the story. Check it out. There was 5 episodes. I'm super proud of it. And if anybody's interested in maybe doing some more episodes, I'm also interested. So if you've got a story that you want to tell, Lady Fantastic, maybe we can be what we want to see on this. So she says, I want to talk about what comics did for you. What kind of impact did they have on you when you discovered them? What stories, if any, made you look at life differently? What stories made you cry? This was really the gist of the whole series for me, is people trying to highlight particular stories that they really wanted to highlight. Now, every single person that did an episode came in the studio and sweated their balls off trying to do it because it was hard.
Yeah, those are well put together.
But
I'm proud of them. And if anybody wants
these awesome videos,
probably 300 or less, really.
I've been so,
but I'm proud of them.
I would be too.
I think you should continue that series. That was a good bet series.
Marcus, you make me feel like I go drink some more because you just like got the picture on me here, and I get an empty bottle. Also,
okay, all right, CJ, all right, go, CJ.
Hey, that's a nice elbow. You have some nice elbows.
That's a nice everything.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. I can see your elbows.
I have nice everything. Don't take my word for it. I'm marvelous.
I cannot take anybody's word for it. If you're gonna talk about it, you're gonna show it. So just like throw it out there.
You see my hands?
Show and tell, CJ.
Show and tell is a game of play. These marvelous hands are connected to these marvelous elbows.
Hey,
Just in case you don't know.
I like your elbows.
They're connected to this marvelous torso right here as well.
No,
everything is
it's attached to a forearm that sticks into a shirt. I don't know about the.
It's a beautiful thing, my friend.
The shirt.
Take my word for it. Take a word from it. Take my word for it. I'm a beautiful thing.
On that. And is that like Egyptian silk or cotton, whatever? I mean, what is that shirt going on there?
No, he has a better shirt. I like his other shirt better.
Half price because sorry.
All right, I think we are getting
Journey. I think you should go put on your yellow shirt.
Oh yeah, you like me in the yellow, huh? It makes me sexy.
Yeah, there you go.
She thinks my tractor sexy.
I make yellow look sexy.
So, anybody have any parting thoughts on the subject of comic book YouTube? What we want to see, what we want to see more of?
Yeah, I want to see
parting shout outs.
I want to see the FOC for the freaking the 17th of February.
That's exactly what I don't want to see.
I want to know how many wizard fuckers we have in this community because there's a few. I think now that I think about it.
I mean, look, as long as they have the right equipment, baby, I'm there.
Fuckers.
Dude, there's a whole wizard fucker community in itself.
I'm just saying, I just learned about it, and I'm a little upset about it. So I don't know.
There's no reason to be upset. Are you a wizard?
I was gonna say, right? I was gonna say, and I'm pretty sure that Bleaker is magical.
Hey, just saying.
He might.
Are we talking about the
Bleaker, you got to understand, like how do those half bloods come to be? Like there has to be some wizard fuckers out there.
Yeah, all right. So Half Blood.
I'm not magical. I'm just looking for a magical ride.
Together and made a kid, and that's a Half Blood kid.
That's a Muggle.
No,
see, I know words.
Muggle is a human.
No, Muggles. I know words.
Yeah, Muggle is a human.
Oh shit, Journey.
So Wizard and a Muggle get together and make a Half Blood. The kid's a Half.
We're in America. According to the Fantastic Beast and where to find them, they're called nomads. Okay, I don't want to hear this fucking British speak. You guys are Stop saying Muggle. All right, they're nomads. So no, that's a fucking thing where they're like, no, we have a different word for it. Like, what? Shut the fuck up.
Listen, I don't know about your no badges, but I call it. I'll take your word for it.
No, we're pro badges. Just
no badges. No badges are pro badges.
I'm pro badges as well, but I'm just listen. I don't have a problem. You know?
Marcus, are you okay? Are you okay now with all the drama from?
I'm always okay with
drama.
Are you okay with everything that you went through last week? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I was excited.
Is there a continuity?
I just want to say I was excited and concerned about you, about all the drama the energy you had last week, and the drama that was going on, and how you felt. I just want to make sure you were okay.
I was proud of his vigor and spunk.
So was
it was bordering on me like wanting to call mobile mental health. So like,
can we pull it up and rewatch it right now? Because I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like everybody's been talking.
Can we replay that? Can we replay it?
I haven't
we're not. I don't have any clips. You can see multiple streams of people replaying it, giving terrible takes.
I just want to say. I just want to say. Though I didn't watch the whole thing. There's somebody who's really short and chubby, and it looks like a Mormon because the way he has a thing.
Mormon.
Like. Yeah, he has these shows on Sundays about no issues with football.
We're not going.
We talked about you for like an hour and a half. I just want to tell you that. I'm not naming names.
Yeah, if you're looking for it, the Biggie Shack reviewed it, and he reviewed the response, and so you got all kinds of
you're
things
still
you can
fucking
watch.
with Razor?
I didn't say that.
I feel
Who
like
said that?
Progressing.
Who said that? Who said that?
Like
I never progressed. I never progressed.
I feel like we should talk about this.
It was an accident. I was talking about something else, and I accidentally. It was an accident.
No,
it wasn't what I started to talk about. But for some reason, I took a U-turn, and I didn't mean to, but oh well, I did.
It was an accident that went on for
Ended up
15
under that
minutes.
overpass, giving trainees a hand job again. Like,
I was trying to make another point, but the
Be
point
better.
included him, and then it just got talking about him, and then it just went.
And then you got it to like.
I was feeling it. What do you want from me?
But because you talked about him for 2 minutes,
We listen and we don't.
he
judge.
took that and because he has nothing to give, made it an hour. and a
No,
half
you're
of it.
gonna be part of. Don't get on his list.
Oh, I don't
Tony.
give a
Don't get
flying
on
fire
that.
truck
Oh
about
man,
that.
you just wait. He's gonna turn you to Dr. Evil right now with that
Don't
gray
get
shirt.
on his
Then I'll get
list,
subs. Who do I care?
Tony, man, I want to see you one day when you've got a fuck to give, man, because I feel like right now you don't.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
I
fuck.
love that. It's beautiful.
Man, Kevin just been flexing there. Growing hair is not a contest, Kevin. All right.
Shave that fucking thing off and make me feel good, will you?
Growing hair is not a fucking contest, okay?
I love this one more than his Lilith Fair look. So like we're doing.
Yeah, I love the hair. I love the
Take a
hair.
wig out of
I
it
do.
and send it to Tony.
Okay, can you just throw it? Can you throw a couple of locks over your shoulder? Could you just throw a couple of locks over your shoulder? They're all behind your shoulder. Could you just throw them over?
Just throw one right there over like the M&M right there, bro.
But like, I mean, but
not
seriously
that
though,
way. Just like from the back, from the back.
God damn, is that where we're at right now?
Tossle some forward so they would
Come
it
on, Kevin.
strategically
Come on,
covers
come
your
on.
nipples.
Come on, do it for me. Will you?
Oh yeah, and rub the nipples at the same time, right?
But nobody said
No,
that.
no, you're adding a little too much. You're adding a little too much. I just want you to
That
bring it
escalated
up.
quickly.
Lord,
Kevin, save that for the only.
Kevin, do you know the words from Tom Sawyer?
Great song.
He does have a very
Did you
Geddy
sing
Lee
it?
vibe.
I don't know. I want to bust into Bohemian
We
Rhapsody.
did this last time, yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a
Rush.
refill. If you're gonna do this hair toss, bro, I want to see it. But
At one point,
I
I
might
could
read a refill
almost
for
play
this.
the drums on it.
Kevin, I just want to
Kev,
tell you.
I just
I
think
love
that
it.
if you wear
I
your
think I
hair
love it.
in front of your shoulders, like
Yeah, just bring it to the front of your shoulder.
I think that you've
See,
got a
what this
shoe
is-
in for
this is
best hair
laziness.
next
This
year.
is
There you
Leaving out
go.
of the shower
That's beautiful.
and
That's
not-
it. That is so
I
beautiful.
trying to play it off.
I mean,
That's
when did these nominations start for like these best hair categories?
Really?
I don't know. We can't be too far away from it, right?
Yeah, I mean, like let's start the campaign now. We all know that Entropy in Comics has the best
No, that's
hair
too much.
on
That's
YouTube. Let's
funny
just
as
all
hell.
say it out loud. I think it's true.
Yes,
we
I
should
think so too. Kevin,
bring it
what conditioner do
into
you use?
existence
You use
here.
a
I think.
conditioner?
Come on.
Well, you're going to be stepping on Comic Journey's toes here because that's also incled in the best hands category.
Yeah,
Yeah, really? All right.
I
You're not
think
going to
Tony's
start me
nominated
at the
for
end of your
elbows
stream.
this year.
To me, that's funny. If you really think about what you just
Why
said,
would you do that?
my hair is going to step on the toes of CJ's hands.
Yes, it will. Kevin, any parting thoughts on comic book YouTube and the health of it, and anything you want to promote on your channel?
YouTube and health. You know, John, I was watching an interview about a year and a half ago with John Comics and Kids, and he was asked, what does he watch and why? And he made a comment that, now that we're so, in a sense, saturated with so many comic book shows out there, it's hard to watch them all. So you kind of gravitate to what, I guess, you connect to and what you enjoy. So being that there's such a dynamic, and such a spectrum, I found myself at times indulging in each aspect of the spectrum. What I like to see more of is just individuals like yourselves that are telling individuals, I guess, kind of like me, that doesn't matter where you're at as far as, subscriber level, that what you do still matters, and that you still have, once you find these people, contributions to make to individuals that are in dire need to hear what you have to contribute.
Yeah.
So just understand that, that we are a community, and that's what makes it work, is the fact that there are multiple facets to this community, and enjoy that.
Well said, my man. I like that. Anything you want to promote on your channel in that vein?
Yeah, hey, if you're not too busy on certain Tuesdays, I always do a show called Kmart, Kevin's Most Anticipated Reads Tomorrow. I I love sharing with the community what I enjoy reading and what I end up tending to put on the top of the reading pile any given Tuesday. Also, at times, I'll show you things like I do get a lot of books signed, so I will show you some of the books that I get signed and slabs that I get, and yeah, that of the sort. So, hey, if you have an opportunity, visit me, Entropy.
Thank you for jumping on, Kevin. I appreciate you, my man. As always, thanks for coming through. Dave, aka Mark Spector Comics. Any final thoughts on the health of comic book YouTube and anything you want to promote?
Not in particular to the first part. I think we pretty much talked a bunch about it in the last hour or so. In regards to content, I will be dropping my 2025 goals for the channel, collecting goals and so forth, and kind of like a side project that I was trying to work on in the meantime. But yeah, that's all I really got in the channel.
Check it out. Link is in the chat. Plug in, guys. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you as always. Drew Manchu, what's going on with you? Anything you want to promote? Any final thoughts on
any single or loosely affiliated wizards, warlocks, witches? Hit me up. I've been known to fuck a wizard or two. No,
Nice.
I just want to say I had a lot of fun tonight learning about Bladesmith and what you guys are watching on YouTube. These are all really, really fun things. I've taken a couple weeks off of the YouTube just kind of for my own mental health, and I feel like it's helped me back today. And I can't wait to not read Bladesmith.
There you go. Thank you for coming through, Drew. I appreciate you as always.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Comic Journey. I know you got things to promote. Any final thoughts on comic book YouTube and anything you want to promote, particularly tonight?
Well, first of all, let me start by I'm very pleased to be the one to enlighten you all to the Bladesmith and making Drew's decision much easier for him. Yeah. I gave you something to hate. You're welcome.
I don't hate it. I'm just perplexed at your perplexity.
Just mocking it. That's all.
I'm still perplexed. I don't understand, but that's a story for another day. As far as the comic community,
drop a link for Bladesmith.
Please do. The comic community is diseased and it needs a cure. And the cure is Insomniac Theater. And it's going to be coming with a full dose of medicine right after this.
Plug in, guys. Do not miss it. I assume it will be interesting, especially if you're looking for some drama content. So
there's no drama. No drama. Listen,
he's lying. He's lying.
And while you do that, go over to Kickstarter and go in and click on the shift and like it and comment on it. Maybe even back it. You might like it. Like Mikey, he likes it. He really likes it. So you might
actually,
like
Mikey. Yeah, okay. Let's not go there.
You better not say anything about Mikey.
Mikey hates everything.
He likes it. He really likes it.
Check out the Shift Project. Check out Comic Journey tonight. Thank you so much. And to make sure I make Biggie happy, any final thoughts on the comic book YouTube health and anything that you want to promote, Bleeker?
I think the comic book YouTube health is just fine. I think it'll keep running along as long as there's YouTube and as long as people keep wanting to make content. There's going to be people after me. There's going to be people after you. There's going to be people after them.
There are people after me?
Yeah, I know.
Really?
But as far as being like successful on YouTube with comic books, I don't think that's hard to do. So if you want to do that, you're gonna have to do a lot of work. It's not like just hanging out on YouTube. You really actually have to really work at it. It's like a job. So good luck with that. Yeah, and as far as promotion, just come watch church on Sundays, and I will have a Kickstarter out this year, probably in a few months. Maybe a pre-Kickstarter launch page soon.
Oh,
So,
shit.
Oh, that's what's up, guys. Plug in, be aware of what's going down. Bleecker Street Comics. Thank you as always for jumping on, my man. Appreciate you so much. Real Rude.
Ah,
Thank you
shit.
for jumping on. Any
Yeah,
final
thanks for
thoughts
inviting
on
me.
comic book YouTube and anything you want to promote?
I mean, I like to agree with Bleeker, bro. I mean, shit, like, I guess it can get toxic and get anything, but to me, this has helped my mental health. You know, whenever I want to get out of the real world, I come to you guys. Even when you guys are talking about drama, man, I love every single one of you guys, bro. And you know, whoever I don't, I just don't waste my time watching them. And
I love you, Rude.
and I love you too, bro. Man, I swear to God, I do, guys, bro. Like,
I
this is
love
where I
you,
come from mental
motherfucker.
health, bro. This is where I come from my mental health, bro. Like, this makes me better. Like, hanging around with you guys, bro. Like, you're hearing you guys talk. You know, you guys are all stand up, man. You know, the fan what you guys love, and I couldn't be more thankful, bro. So I feel like the same, bro. The comic book community is just as healthy as it could ever be, man. As far as content, it's the best. It's the best. It's not enough time to watch it all. It's not enough time.
One of them good
And
problems.
That's for
as
sure.
far as what I got going on, bro, I mean, fuck, bro. I'm on Tuesdays. You know, I miss going to church. I miss being on CJ's.
Bye,
I
Rude.
guess that's all
Oh,
about
I'm
me,
sorry.
bro.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I'm trying to multitask here.
Nah, but that's it, bro. You know,
You know,
gotta be
Stop him out when he said he misses being on my freaking channel.
Tuesday nights, call in the
Miss being on your
619.
Miss being on my channel.
Check
Hey,
him
catch
out.
me, bro. I'm you know, if I'm gonna be anywhere, it's gonna be here. Jigs, of course, CJ, and my boy Bleeker, bro.
All right.
You know, everybody.
That's what's up. Thank you for coming through, Rude. Appreciate you as always. Tony, aka Old Wolf, aka Tickles. Any final thoughts on comic book
Tickles.
YouTube and anything you want to promote?
All right. So what's the first question?
Any final comments about comic book YouTube?
I love it. I wouldn't be in my cellar if I didn't love it. So okay. Love you guys. I do. I love how I love when we can just sit around and talk shit to each other. And then you know, that's how it is, right? There's we can shit on each other, but it's all for love. We're not being mean to each other. There's no drama, though I like drama. But there's no drama here because we just love each other, and then we just
Yeah,
talk
there's some drama.
normal. We're just talking, right? So, what's going on? I got the train wreck every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Wolf 65, and I do D&D, and if my son wasn't downstairs doing his games, I would open these books up, and I have I got a story time for Old Wolf that I want to do. Son of a bitch and children never go to bed when they're supposed to. I want to read Who Will Eat My Cookie.
Are you a
Can't wait to
wizard?
find out. Can't wait to find out.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Am I a wizard? Only on my.
You might have an answer
about that.
Say abracadabra, big boy.
Yeah, baby.
Watch yourself around these fuckers.
Talk to my wife. Tell me if she's a find out.
My
if I'm a
wife.
wizard. Well, I'm a muggle. She'll tell you. But yeah. I mean,
Check for that Thursday night then. I'm assuming.
yeah. Well, yeah. The train wreck comes into station almost on schedule, almost every Thursday at 7:00. So, but the channel, I just love how we all just sit around and just shit on each other and have a good time.
All love, brother. Thank you so much for coming through. Check out Old Wolf. Link is in the chat, my man. Travis, aka TM Nerdy. Any final thoughts on comic book YouTube and anything you want to promote?
Is he still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I'll just be around. I just drop stuff on IG now. I'm around until I'm not. But I think that we should bring back dad bods. We should start posing again and bring that back. If we get enough people together, we can actually do like a comic community dad bod like calendar.
Oh my
12 months out of the year.
Bro, when you started doing dad bods, I was still fit. That fitness is long gone, bro. Sign me up for that dad bod,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. I'm
Hard.
not. I
Hey,
don't
I'll
look
do
as
it. I
good as
lost
I did
50
last time
pounds. I
either.
lost 50 pounds. I'll do it.
Dude, I gained like it's not going away. Oh,
But that would just bring the community closer together and keep the conversation going of like how crazy we are.
It will not.
actually,
Poll is in
now
the
that I
chat,
think about
guys.
it, bro.
Vote it up.
Dad bod calendars.
Should we bring the dad bod revolution back? Yes or no? Get your votes in. We'll end that poll before we get out of here.
I say no. No.
I do not
Anything?
have an appreciation of your hat meat, the TM. We don't need you to be showing yourself off again.
Let's do it. I think we should do it.
Anything else you want to promote, Travis?
Just follow me on IG, I guess. I post every day. I'm doing the cover art challenge and stuff, and then I post what I get from Retro Rocket Comics. Shout out my comic shop, Retro Rocket.
Thank you for jumping on, my man. I appreciate you coming through. And last, but most certainly not least, Cliff on Comics. Any final thoughts on comic book YouTube and anything you want to promote?
Number one, I want to make sure that I promote mental health. Make sure that if you're not feeling right, that you reach out to a professional or at least a friend to talk about stuff that's going on. Speaking of health, my personal trainer, Anthony Esposito, put out a book, This Is Why I Exercise, a children's book that you could purchase on Amazon. So that's really great. And not only does it get into exercise, but there's a few blank pages for children to write their exercise routines in the back.
He looks like he's skin and bones over there. I think he's exercising too much.
You would think, but it's really about like body density and all that other fun stuff. So it's a cute book. I'm proud of him. He wrote and drew it, so good for him.
Very well put
Also stop by Cliff on Comics, where I have routinely conversations with the comic book community with Comics and Coffee and Cliff, Comics and Company and Cliff, where there is no trans exclusion on my channel, and gay people are welcome to marry whoever the hell they want, and I keep it real.
What about widow fuckers?
That's right. And also, what do I want to see more of in the comic community one more time? Dave, I want your calendar of you doing 12 months a year. And for February, the shortest month, I want you to wear the shortest short shorts. And I feel like I've covered all the bases. And if you're a Canadian that thinks that I don't deserve marriage equality, I'm coming for you. And that's it. I love you guys. You're the best.
Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. And thank you to everybody in the chat that kept it lit. Sorry if we didn't have enough drama this week, but
what is the FOC for the freaking February 17th?
There's always next week. It was kind of weak. Check the thumbnail for the books I thought were cool. I always put the books that I think are cool on the thumbnail.
Look at him shoehorning
But
actual content in this show.
I enjoyed the discussion, which is why I continued to push it relentlessly, which I enjoyed the discussion of what is great about comic book YouTube? What are the things that we love to see? Who are the channels that we should be promoting? And what are the things that we want to see more of? I think we need less of a focus on the things that we hate and that we don't want to see, more of a focus on those things that we love. And we do want to see. Clap for those channels because they need that love. They need those views. They need those watch hours. So go support what you want to see so we can see it flourish. Because if you want to see these things, you got to support these things. So, and on that note, I also wanted to play this clip one more time. I play it often, but I think it's such an important clip with the Comic Tom versus Sticky Goose video. There was a lot of fun that we had. I made memes about it and had a grand old time. I think Tom made it.
Train wreck. Just want to let you know, Tom is talking about the train wrecks for this whole thing.
Tom made a great point that I think is so important, and we talked about it a little bit tonight, which is that you don't have to have some grand production. You don't have to have 10 people watching you. All you have to do is have a passion for these comic books and a need to share it with others. And that's it. And whatever comes, and you will find so many friends and so many cool people. And then maybe you'll go get shit-faced with them like I'll get to do here at Planet Comic Con, which I'm also excited for. So comic book YouTube is not one thing. So many people talk about how it has to be this or it has to be that, but it can be all of those things. And in fact, it will continue to be all of those things. But what flourishes depends on what you spend your time on. So if you don't like drama, if it makes you upset, if it damages your mental health, then you can go and find those other things that are what you want to see. And I just cannot stress that enough, because it can be all things. All right, I'm done with the soapbox. Thank you again to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody watching on the replay. I'm also close to monetization, so all of the watch hours are super appreciated.
Oh my God,
but that's all I got this time. Check out Comic Journey for another Insomniac. I'm sure there'll be some drama. Plug in for that. But that's all I got this time. Until next time.
My fear is that when people are negative or have maybe a bit more negative view on what they have to do to be able to be visible in the community, it may turn other people off to just putting themselves out there. Anybody can make video content. You don't have to be entertaining. You don't have to make thumbnails. And you could just post your books on Insta. You can just take a video camera out. You can just go live and just start grading your books. The thing is, like, you don't need to do it with an audience of 210 people. Screw that. Like, it's just about participating in the community. That's like one of the best parts of comics is you can befriend people who also have a love for this medium, and they can become some of your best friends, because like that's what the relationship is about. And it doesn't matter what religion they are, what politics they like, how they lean. I have all kinds of friends that outside of comics I may never would have connected with. And I think there's a lot of people who can share that same sentiments. I don't want to make it seem like if you can't make a video, you can't edit a video, then you shouldn't do it. And ridiculing people for doing that. Like, just participate, post, talk about comics. This medium will die if we do not post about comic books. That's how that goes. We got to post it. The publishers aren't doing it. The LCS owners are way too busy, and there's less comics coming out every single month. So let's just all help with the marketing of this by talking and participating in the community now that we have social media and we can all connect.
Haters gonna hate.